Hi guys, it's Patti from the Allmax content creator team, and today I'm going to be showing you how to deadlift. I am a competitive powerlifter in the International Powerlifting Federation, and I have done a ton of deadlifting. Today I'm going to be giving you some cues that I think will help you understand the biomechanics of the movement and help you better get your body and your brain into position to do a deadlift properly. Okay, so part one. The first thing you need to understand about the deadlift is leverage. Your arms are not doing the work in the deadlift, they're your hooks. What I mean by leverage is you're doing most of the bending with your legs, and your arms are really here just to hook onto the weight. Your lats is what you want to cue in the deadlift, not your arms. So when you hear a lot of people say, keep the bar very close to your shins, the way that you're doing that is through the lats and keeping the bar really, really close to your shins. Your arms are going to come down, and you're kind of going to lock them into place, basically externally rotating your lats. You want the arms to always come down next to your knees. And then comes the really important concept of pulling the slack out of the bar. So when you pull the slack out of the bar, you're basically just clicking it like that. So see how my arms are really loose? They are just the hook. One way to really understand why the bar needs to stay close to your shins is take a medicine ball and try and pick it up when it's this far away from you. Picking up the medicine ball over here will make you initially round your back. It'll be a lot harder for you to maintain a straight back. Whereas if you're picking it up really, really close to your body, everything's going to stay a lot more tight. Number two, the next thing you need to understand is the concept of bracing your core. I know people say this a lot, but a lot of people don't really understand what it means. And I'm going to give you one exercise you can use to cue that bracing. So once again, grab a medicine ball, and you're going to lay flat on your back. Before you pick up the medicine ball, press the sides of your stomach and inhale, the feeling of your core flex up. And you should also see it move up this way. Now you can practice with the ball on your stomach and practice breathing in and bracing your core. Watch what happens. So when you're deadlifting with the barbell, you're essentially doing the same movement. And that's why a lot of people use belts. Belts are really helpful in cueing that bracing. Now, when it comes to the timing of when you should brace, think about what I mentioned about the arms. Think about the brace, and it's gonna happen essentially once you're all set up. You would do your big deep breath in at this point. And brace the core. Now, the one thing that all powerlifters understand very well is the concept of a wedge. A wedge is when you drop your hips right before initiating the movement to get locked into place. I'm going to show you what it looks like, but all you need to know is that you need to drop the hips and rise the chest. If your chest is caving in on the deadlift, that means your lats aren't locked in enough. And if your hips are too high, you're going to be lifting with your low back. Now, when it comes to your foot placement, for the conventional deadlift, you are placing your feet at exactly shoulder width apart. In order to do this, you need to make sure the bar is over top the middle part of your foot. And as you come down and wedge, you're going to bring the bar closer to your shins. When it comes to pulling the slack out of the bar, shaking the bar helps a lot. If you can feel that tension in your lats and shake it without even moving the bar, you've probably developed enough tension and don't need to drop your hips any more than they already are. So to summarize the 3 points, if you've developed leverage by seeing your arms as hooks rather than muscles doing the movement, if you've braced your core really tight, and if you've developed a good wedge, if you've developed these 3 things, you'll be able to make massive strides in your deadlift progression.